Today is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, commemorating the life and work of Dr. King and his push for civil rights in our country. Local leaders and community activists are joining up today for several events to honor Dr. King's legacy. The first is a roundtable discussion at King Solomon Baptist Church, where Jim Stratman is now getting some really excellent lessons to kick off the morning, Jim.
Exactly, Grace. I mean, there's a lot of discussions going on. We've taken a bit of a pause so that everybody can come out here and join us on GMK. I'm here with Bob DeVore and Iran Neal. Let's talk a little bit about the discussions going on right now. I heard the first topic, it really is centering around what? Violence and kind of registrations, right?
And firearms.
And firearms.
And one of the things about firearms that I have a concern about is education on firearms, and making sure that each person knows exactly how to handle that weapon, and making sure that kids understand that that weapon is very dangerous in the wrong hands. We got to be accountable for our actions. I have been a concealed weapons person for almost 30 years. But the point of the matter is that we always treat it in that aspect, and if we can do that, we can cut the murder rate at least half. But the point of the matter is that if kids don't understand that weapon that on the table is either empty or loaded, and you got to treat it with that kind of respect. If you don't do that, someone's going to get hurt.
There you go. Iran, I want to come to you and just talk a little bit about what these discussions can do. How important is it to be able to come together and have these kinds of discussions in this kind of a setting?
These kind of a settings, it lets you know that there's people who care. So care along. That's what's necessary, I believe. That people need to know that when it comes to the roundtable discussion, it's to resolve matters.
That's right.
Matters are they resolved. Everybody gets a chance to put the input in on that which is necessary or the topic of the table. So that's what's important to me about it.
There we go. Now there's going to be more topics that are going to be covered as we continue. The roundtable is going to go on until about 9 o'clock this morning, and then the motorcade will kick off around 10:30 this morning. Broadway and 28th Street over by the Kroger there. And then there's going to be a pretty historic route that's going to happen a little bit later on today. We'll talk more about that coming up here in about 30 minutes. Great.